What's the difference between the Dark Times 1 and 2?
Review.
Dark Times 1 is... I've never played it, so I don't really know.
I was reviewing it.
But Dark Times 2 has everything that Dark Times 1 has,
The Dark Times 1 didn't have, it didn't have the campaign or like some other games, a few other game modes. Okay, like clones. You win in this map by protecting your tank and moving it forward, and I'm just and no one's protecting it, and I'm just like dropping a bunch of death packs on it, and now I'm death packs. So now I'm
I think this map is actually... I like the original Geonosis better.
Yeah, me too. Public gunships were awesome.
Yeah,
no, I would have so much fun, like, jumping out as a jet trooper.
Whoa.
Tuggy, I know a lot of us don't have Battlefront 1 for PC, and like the Convo Pack 2, it has I know you like played with it some, but didn't use it too much. You didn't really like some of the original maps.
Are you talking about the main play mod?
All of the maps. Yeah, the Convo
I know
Pack
the
2,
red bar ones are in there.
It has like one that recreates the gameplay from Battlefront 1. A game mode.
Yeah.
It's like a classic conquest.
Classic conquest. Well, the only thing you really can do is that they have the 5 original classes and you can't sprint. That's the only difference.
Well,
yeah,
if Battlefront 1, if Battlefront 1 had sprinting in it, I would say that it is better than Battlefront 2, like hands down. But there's things I love about them, and sprinting is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually disappointed with Battlefront 2 when it came out.
I was pretty disappointed with some things, but I mean, it was still fun. It's just like, yeah. I mean, I just didn't like the unlocking system as much. I didn't like the new troops as much.
Yeah, like I played Battlefront 2 first, and then I just jumped into Battlefront 1, and I'm like, oh no, sprinting, this is stupid, and I just like never played it. But I've played some of the maps, like Bespin was awesome. Like Bespin platforms, I love that map.
I've been playing Battlefront 2 for a while.
I actually got Star Wars Battlefront when it first came out in 04.
Yeah, I got the games like
I got in like 2010 for PS2. I got Battlefront 1. I was like,
man, the lag really
like last month, and I was messing with it. It's like, wait, you can go prone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can go prone in this game. And I just got mined. That was smart of me.
I really don't know why they did that, considering the fact this game isn't like Battlefield. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Well, no, because Battlefield
there isn't a whole bunch of brush. Well, no, but see, the thing in Battlefield though is you can hide behind like a million trees and not be seen. This one's like, it is freaking obvious where you're standing. I'm gonna come murder you. You know, if I have to.
This is kind of a hybrid between Battlefield style of gameplay and like Call of Duty's.
I
guess it is. Like, at the top thing here where you can snipe, that should. Why is the timer still at 20 minutes? Anyway, like the place up here on this map where you can snipe, the good sniping place, it's you should totally be able to go prone because it would be so much harder for the AI and stuff to take you out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, wow. What? Really?
Haha, blew up your tank and now it's back at the spawn.
I think my biggest disappointment in this game that was really obvious from the start was there weren't really any maps that were really fun at all. Like, I think the one thing that people really liked about Battlefront, like the map design in those games were so good. Like,
I think it was rushed. I think this must have been rushed because you know, Battlefront 1 came out in 04, this came out in 05.
LucasArts was like, LucasArts was like the Activision of back then. Like they were rushing out games like yearly. Like KOTOR 2 was rushed.
Well, the thing is, the golden age of Star Wars gaming is over.
But the weird thing, but the weird thing is like the Force Unleashed 2, Force Unleashed 2 sucked. Yet it came out like 2 years after the Force Unleashed 1, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so they had plenty of time. They had no excuse to make it suck.
But the game was like 4 hours, so. Like,
it was
when you have a game like the Force.
Okay, but the level design and like the enemies and everything was atrocious.
You know, I think
considering the state of the economy in this country and how hard the game development business is, it's not really hard to see why they would be rushing games out, and they've been doing that for everyone.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many Lego games.
Yeah, there's no excuse. I mean, a Lego game has more substance than freaking The Force Unleashed 2. Like,
there's a case against Spark making Jedi Knight, because like Force Unleashed is like the spiritual successor to Jedi Knight, and so they really wouldn't have like. Well, it's a third-person action game like Jedi Academy was.
It didn't have multiplayer though. I think a lot of people really like the multiplayer Jedi
Force
Knight.
Unleashed.
I'd never considered that it wasn't just some little thing added on to Jedi Knight, because I played it once and it was like this weird server with bots and I left.
Yeah.
And I've never. I really should check that out.
The fact that Spark is hiring so many people for multiplayer, like to me, just like I don't know why it would be any other Star Wars game.
The only thing that is weird though is that they say it's a third-person action-adventure game.
It's not weird at all, dude. Uncharted 3 is considered a third-person action-adventure game, so is Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2.
Really?
They were never considered third-person shooters.
Most people would classify them as like third-person shooters.
Yeah. I mean, they aren't always a shooter though.
That's what they're officially called.
Heroes? Remember when you play like Heroes and stuff? Like, it's not always
Yeah, and that's what Uncharted 3 is not considered a third-person. Like, the mechanics are third-person cover shooter, but it's if you go on GameStop and stuff, it's called
Uncharted
action game. Like, it's weird.
Yeah,
dude,
and it's the same with Jedi Knight, dude. Jedi Knight is a first-person and a so.
Yeah, except
I was gonna say if they took like the gameplay out of Uncharted and like got Naughty Dog to make like the same exact thing, just put Star Wars skins on, I would buy that game. Like 5 seconds. It wouldn't really make sense, but it would still be good.
I bought the Uncharted 3 soundtrack.
Nice.
Yeah.
That guy does some beast.
I
probably will buy it eventually, but
because like
I don't. I like them both actually. I don't know.
Like Uncharted 2 had a lot of what was it, Asian music, because they were in like Nepal and stuff. So
I really love Middle Eastern music.
I'm not as big of a fan of the Middle Eastern, so.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean Uncharted 3's music Uncharted 2's music was a lot more adventure-y. I can't really explain it. Like the train music and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all that's like Indiana Jones.
Probably would not agree with that at all, but sure.
They need to stick Indiana Jones on Blu-ray.
I thought,
not Indiana Jones.
The Arabian setting I think is way more interesting than what was in Uncharted 2. Like it was alright, but the thing that made Uncharted 2 fun was just better than Uncharted 1, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then Uncharted.
A lot of people don't know who Lawrence of Arabia is, so that's why I think a lot of people don't understand why that is so freaking amazing to me. They've actually made a game based on it, and a good game.
So I think that's just sad that people don't know who Lawrence of Arabia is.
I don't think it's their fault. I just think it's not their fault. It's the same reason I always forget what this guy's name is, but this one guy in World War II that won the most what's it called, just military commendations. No, military commendation. Like this guy, Audie Murphy. Have you guys ever heard of Audie Murphy?
Nope.
He was No, his name was Audie Murphy. This guy was 5'5", right? That's 5'5". He weighed 130 pounds. American World War II soldier. He was actually an actor. But he won literally every single freaking award. Literally, just go online and read his biography on Wikipedia or something. He's a freaking war. No one will ever compare to this guy in terms of feats he's done. This guy literally, there's this description on Wikipedia of what he did. He ran up to a Tiger tank, a German tank, and he because his friends just died by him or something. I can't remember the exact story, but he rushed his tank, gunned down the 3 guys that were by it. He threw a grenade in it, took over the tank, then blew up all the German forces around him. It is the most freaking insane stuff you'll ever hear.
Hey guys, I'll be back in 15 minutes. I gotta go clean the kitchen.
And then I bet he went into the wild and ate rats and stuff.
Imagine,
No.
imagine.
He's a